Hi my beauties, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm super excited because I'm back with a skincare video. Today I'm going to be reviewing some of the skincare products that includes moisturizers, face wash, face mask, even a body lotion that I have been trying out for the past couple of weeks. As always, we are going to be deep diving into the ingredients. I'm going to be talking about the textures, the absorption capacity, the formulation, what skin type would that particular product work for. Not just that, like always, we are also going to be talking about the hits and misses, the products that I really enjoyed using and the ones that were either average or did not work so well for me. Now, if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to my channel and you've also hit the notification bell. Do also follow me on my Instagram account. And now, without further ado, let's dive right into this video. So guys, before moving on to the other skincare products, there's a quick update on a supplement that I've been consuming. If you guys remember, I did post a video about a month ago on my diet and on the supplements that I take, where I showed you this one particular supplement called Anagen from the brand Soul Skin. Now, this is a supplement line created by a very well-known dermatologist, Dr. Rashmi Shetty. I am going to leave all the details in the description in case you're interested to refer to this supplement line. A quick correction from that video, which I'm going to link right here as well. You do not take these after breakfast. You actually have to take these supplement tablets post-dinner. So guys, you will see me referring to my notes and also the ingredient list that I have in front of me on my laptop every now and then. The first product that I want to talk about is the Pond's Mineral Clay Facial Foaming Anti-Pollution and Purity. This is basically a face wash. Now, this is meant for oily to combination skin type people. First, let's talk about the texture. Now, this has apricot shell in it, so it is a little bit exfoliating, but the exfoliating beads are very gentle. On the skin, it's not a very harsh face wash for sure. I have used face washes in the past that have exfoliating beads in it, which is a physical exfoliator. And if something is too harsh for me, it does not work for my skin because my skin tends to either break out or has some sort of purging. With this one, I did not feel that way. In fact, it foams really well as well. I have spread out some at the back of my hand to show you the texture. It's pretty nice, foams really well as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and read some of the ingredients that are there in front of me. The second ingredient on the list here is glycerine, which is a humectant, one of my favorite ingredients when it comes to skincare. Then we have a lot of clays here. We have kaolin clay, bentonite clay. We also have Moroccan clay. There's charcoal powder, and we also have niacinamide in this. Now, if you are someone who is allergic to niacinamide, please skip this face wash. However, niacinamide is for brightening effects. For a surfactant, we have something super mild. It's called cocamidopyrrole betaine. Now, this is a very mild surfactant. Like I said, it cleanses your face as well, but it will not be stripping. So if you are someone who's oily, combination skin, I feel this would work for you. I'm combination skin, worked fairly well for me. I used this mostly after I had applied my makeup, basically after removing my makeup, because I felt that it really cleansed the makeup out really well, also any sort of dirt or impurities. Now, this also has a vitamin E in it, which is, again, like you guys know, one of my favorite ingredients when it comes to skincare products. Now, the preservative used here is phenoxyethanol. Now guys, I do want to clarify in this video my take on preservatives, especially phenoxyethanol, because a lot of you have commented on some of my videos stating your opinion. Now, this is my opinion only, and you may or may not agree with it. I personally feel that phenoxyethanol is a fairly milder preservative as compared to other preservatives that are used in the skincare industry. Also, personally, and this is my opinion and experience of using skincare of all these years, is that I personally prefer a very well preserved product. I would be very skeptical of picking up a product that is not well preserved. I don't mind a little bit of stronger preservative. However, if there is a proper balance, like for example, phenoxyethanol is used in less than 1% proportion, which is the approved proportion percentage in the skincare world, then I'm more than happy to use that product versus a product that's not properly preserved, simply because a poorly preserved product can harm your skin a lot more than a mild preservative. Moving on, this product also has fragrance in it. When you smell the product, it's super mild and something that I personally don't mind. Now, fragrance is a point which is very controversial in the skincare world. A lot of you have your opinions about fragrance as well. I am going to give my take on fragrance. Now, personally, I don't mind mild fragrances. You may or may not agree with this, which is perfectly all right, because you are entitled to your opinion like I am. However, I like fragrances. Now, I have a balanced opinion here, and the way I feel it works for me is I don't mind fragrance, mild fragrance at that, in wash off products, so like a face wash or a face mask. But if there is a leave-on product like a moisturizer or a serum, I would avoid fragrance in that, or I would like something which is a very minimalistic sort of a fragrance that I can barely smell. Now, since we are at the topic of fragrance, let me give you a little bit of more perspective as to why brands add fragrance. Having said that, I'm not favoring any brand here. I'm just taking Pond's for an example. Now, the first reason I feel is that Pond's is a mass market brand. It caters to a lot of huge market out there, and hence in order to cater to them, because they like fragrance, Pond's, for example, adds fragrance to their skincare. The second reason why I feel a lot of brands add fragrance to their skincare is probably because they are using many different ingredients and many natural ingredients as well, and they have their natural odor. So in order to suppress that odor, they introduce some sort of a fragrance into the skincare. Like I said, I personally do not mind mild fragrances in my skincare, especially in wash off products. However, I have a balanced view when it comes to fragrance, but that is my opinion. You are definitely entitled to yours. Moving on, I have two face masks here, also from Pond's. This is a fairly new launch from Pond's, and I have been trying out both of these face masks since a couple of weeks now. What I have here are the mineral clay masks from Pond's. This one is the charcoal mask, and this one is the instant brightness mask. Now, first let me show you the inner packaging. You get 6 pouches like this inside both the boxes, and the brand says that you can use them twice, but I feel if you cover your neck also, you will end up using 1 pouch at one time. Definitely fairly affordable when it comes to the pricing and also the quantity that you get here. I have spread out some at the back of my hand to show you. Of course, this is the charcoal one and this is the instant brightness one. Both of these are mineral clay masks. Now, I'm going to review both of these products together because the ingredient list is pretty much the same except a couple of ingredients. First, let's talk about the texture. Very smooth, spreads out very easily like you see here. And if you are someone who's oily combination skin, or if you have a very oily T-zone, I feel the charcoal one is going to do a great job for you in getting rid of any sort of blackheads, whiteheads, also control sebum on your skin, get rid of excess oiliness, dries up pretty fast. The white one gives a little bit of more brightening effect. It's actually not white but pink. A little bit of more brightening effect than the charcoal one. However, the charcoal one I feel just deep cleanses overall. Now let's talk about the ingredients. So both of the masks have kaolin clay, bentonite clay, glycerine, Moroccan clay. The charcoal one only has charcoal powder. Both of these have squalane, vitamin E and aloe vera juice. Now, first I'm going to quickly talk about the charcoal one. The charcoal one additionally has niacinamide, which is obviously a brightening agent. Again, if you're someone who's allergic to niacinamide, stay away. Overall, I feel spreads out really well, did the job for me really well. This also has, both of these have additional skin softeners, and the preservative used in both is phenoxyethanol and chlorphenesin. Now, like I said, guys, a good preservative is a necessary evil. I would rather take a product that's well preserved, well under the percentage which is approved to be used in a skincare product, which is the 1% phenoxyethanol range, than actually using a product that's poorly preserved, because that is going to harm my skin and my eyes a lot more, because that can be infested in microbes, with microbes very easily. So if you have a product that's not properly preserved, I personally would rather stay away from that product and use something that has a little bit of a milder preservative, but like I said, which is a necessary evil to preserve skincare products. Now, other than the texture and the performance of both these products, both these face masks, there are a couple of ingredients that are a little bit different. So the ones that I read out exist in both of these. Other than that, the charcoal mask additionally has moringa seed oil, which is a great antioxidant. The other ingredients in the pink one, which is the instant brightness one, are French green clay, fuller's earth, and red algae. Now, red algae is an amazing ingredient if you have inflamed skin, if you have irritated skin. So this, the other difference that I feel between both is that the charcoal one is a lot milder when it comes to fragrance, not just by smelling, by the ingredient list as well. So as compared to this one, which is the instant brightness one. Overall, the results of both were great on my skin. This one did the deep cleansing. This one also did deep cleansing. Both of these are actually brightening masks as well. So if you are looking for affordable masks, then obviously you can go for these. Bear in mind the preservatives and the fragrance and the ingredient list that I read out for you guys. Moving on, I have a face wash for sensitive skin. What I have here is the Neutrogena Extra Gentle Cleanser. This is a fragrance-free product specially meant for sensitive skin. In my opinion, one of the best face washes for sensitive skin available out there, simply because of the simple formulation and the ingredient list. Only 10 ingredients here, guys, and there's no color and no fragrance in this product. Another point that I wanted to add, which I did not forgot to add in the previous conversation that we had over fragrance, is that fragrance in the long run, guys, can be sensitizing, potentially sensitizing for some of the skin types, and if you have some sort of a skin concern. So like I said, I do have my opinion there, but you do bear in mind, because fragrance is very, very personal. It is dependent on your skin type, your skin concern, if you have any sort of skin condition. So do your research before you dive into making any sort of an opinion or buying any sort of product with fragrance. The other thing with this one, the first two ingredients that are so amazing are water and glycerine. Super hydrating when it comes to using this one. The only thing is this does not foam a lot. So the way to use, or at least the way I like to use this, is I pump it on my hand and then I make sure that my face is moist but not wet. So I would just splash my face with water and just pat it with a towel so that my face is moist, and then just go ahead and massage it into my skin. Now, I don't like to use this post removing makeup because it does not get rid of the entire makeup altogether. However, if you are someone who's not a makeup wearer, or if you wear very light makeup, this probably can get rid of your makeup as well. Of course, use a cleansing balm before that, but you do need a good foaming cleanser in order to get rid of all your makeup. Other than that, an excellent product for sensitive skin, in my opinion. If you are looking for a good face wash, you have sensitive skin, even if you have oily combination skin. Now, unless you have very acne prone skin or very oily skin, this may not work for you because this doesn't foam that well, so it may not cleanse your pores really well. But if you are a little bit oily and if you're combination skin like me, this is likely to work for you really well. Moving on to the next product is a moisturizer for sensitive skin. A lot of you who suffer from sensitive skin condition have reached out and asking my suggestions, and I hope that you will be happy with this video, because the second product is also for sensitive skin, something that I personally highly recommend and love. This is from Simple. It's their Hydrating Light Moisturizer. Now, Simple is a skincare line by the brand Unilever. Of course, you may have heard of this line, and I have used their face wipes as well in the past, long ago when this line was launched, and one or two other products. Now, this is the kind of product that I would highly recommend, guys, if you have transepidermal water loss, if you have disrupted skin. In simple words, if you have very dehydrated skin. Other than the sensitive skin people, a lot of you who are combination skin, or if you have oily skin, you can try this. It is super lightweight, gets absorbed in the skin very easily, does the job really well, and has a very beautiful consistency to it. My combination skin loves it. I enjoy using this. It leaves my skin very balanced when it comes on to the hydration levels. I am wearing this today underneath my makeup, and I know for a fact that for the entire day until I remove my makeup at night, my skin will not feel dehydrated. Now, the first three ingredients in this moisturizer is what caught my attention, and in my opinion, they are the best skincare ingredients. You may or may not agree with this. The first one is water, the second one is glycerine, and the third one, super controversial, is mineral oil. Yes, I did say mineral oil. Now, there are a lot of opinions around mineral oil. A lot of people consider it to be a skincare ingredient that should never exist in skincare. I personally do not believe in that, and like I said, this is my opinion. You may or may not agree with this. Personally, I love mineral oil in my skincare products simply because it's a very well researched ingredient. And guys, when we talk about ingredients, I want to take this opportunity. Please bear in mind that read up scientific researches. Don't just go on the internet and search for something and whatever the first link that comes through, you read up and make an opinion. That's not how you do your research when it comes to ingredients. Mineral oil is an ingredient which is a super well researched ingredient scientifically, is also being used in our skincare products since 50-60 years now, has proven to give such amazing results for the skin. Not just that, one of the cult favorite products in skincare back in the days, our grandmom used to use petroleum jelly all the time, and petroleum jelly has mineral oil in it. So whenever you research on an ingredient, I would highly urge you, please look for scientifically proven researches and articles and not just base your opinion on someone else's opinion. Hence, mineral oil in this one, I feel, does the job really well, gives you that sort of a hydration, and creates a beautiful luminosity on the skin. To add on to this, mineral oil is not just non-irritating for the skin, it also is an emollient, meaning it is a skin softener. It will create a film on your skin which will prevent transepidermal water loss. Hence, if you are someone who has dehydrated skin, meaning that your skin does not retain moisture, so if you use something like this which has mineral oil in it, chances are that your skin is going to become a lot more hydrated. Now, there's a lot of fear mongering when it comes to mineral oil, saying that it creates a film on your skin and hence it's comedogenic. Not at all, guys. I have done a lot of research, and in my opinion and as per my research, mineral oil is a great ingredient. I'm also going to read up a couple of other ingredients that the simple moisturizing lotion has. This has vitamin B5, chamomile flower extract, which is great if you have inflamed skin. This is going to soothe and calm your skin. And this also has borage oil. Now, I have spoken about borage oil in the past as well. It's an anti-aging oil. Overall, in my opinion, if you are looking for a good moisturizer for oily skin, not super oily like I said, oily skin, for combination skin, even if you are combination towards dry and of course sensitive skin, this is the kind of product you should definitely try. Moving on to the next product, which is a little bit of a miss for me when it comes to skincare products, and I'll tell you why I say that. What I'm talking about here is the M Caffeine Naked Detox Green Tea Face Wash. Now, this is a product that again I have tried a few times for myself. Honestly did not work for me. Couple of reasons. One is, the number one reason for me is the very pungent and strong fragrance and color. Like I said, I don't mind mild fragrances, but if it is a very strong fragrance, I just cannot stand it. I can't use it because, like I said, it gives me a headache. Again, a personal preference. Now, this is a kind of a face wash which I feel can work for someone who has a very oily skin, or if you have a lot of sebum production around your T-zone. For my combination skin, I found it a little bit too stripping. The other important point to note is this has gentle cleansing surfactants in it. So overall, this is not a very harsh sort of a facial cleanser, but for me it did strip my skin and did not work very well for my combination skin. The other thing that I feel is a good thing, a pro about the product, is that they've used some sort of a surfactant which is derived from apple, which is a pretty different sort of an ingredient, and something that I personally haven't seen in other skincare products that I've used. Now, I have taken some at the back of my hand. I'm going to foam this a little bit and show it to you. Foams really well, lathers fairly well as well. The only problem, which is a big problem for me, is the fragrance and the color, and of course it did not work for my combination skin. Couple of other ingredients that I do want to highlight. This has vitamin C in the form of magnesium ascorbate phosphate, well under the 1% range, also glycolic acid and hyaluronic acid into this. As for preservative, they are using phenoxyethanol, which I've already elaborated upon. Now, I personally feel that glycolic acid and vitamin C in wash-off products don't do as much for your skin, but if it's there in a wash-off product, it will definitely not harm your skin in any way. Overall, I feel if you are someone who does not mind fragrance, a strong one at that, if you don't mind color, and if you are someone who is very oily skin, you can give this a go. Moving on to my last product, which also unfortunately did not work for me, and I'll tell you why. What I'm referring to is a body lotion from the brand M Caffeine. This is from their coffee range. Now, I have tried this first product from their coffee range, and like I said, did not work for me, simply because of the very funny fragrance this has in here. Having said that, the overall formulation is not bad. It's actually pretty decent. This has great humectants and hydrators and emollients in there. I am going to read out the ingredients for you right here. The first ingredient that I want to highlight is shea butter and then cocoa butter, which, like I said, are great emollients. This also has C1519 alkane, which is the second ingredient on the ingredient list, also a great emollient. We have hydrators like glycerine. So great humectants in there. It's a hydrating lotion, spreads out really well. Absorption capacity is great as well. But I personally could not live through even a day wearing this one. I actually had to wash off because of the fragrance. Now, if you are someone who do not mind fragrance, this is a product that you can try. So guys, with that, it's a wrap. I actually love these kind of videos because I enjoy talking about different ingredients with you guys and giving my personal opinion. Also, to give you a little bit of perspective and a little bit of research that I keep doing gives you a different point of view as well. I really do hope that you were able to pick up some products for yourself. Now, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell. And until I see you next, guys, thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Bye-bye.